My name is Elia Hani Zulaikha Binti Hisham, and I am Electronic Engineering student at University Technical Malaysia, Malacca. Thank you for watching us today. We're here to present to you about our mini project for subject engineering practice, which is Pedestrian Crossing Light.
Hello everyone, my name is Eng Man Ling. I'm an engineering student in University Technical Malaysia, Malacca. Thank you for watching us. We are here to present our mini projects for subject engineering practice.
Hi, my name is Elia and I will explain to you about introduction, problem statement, theoretical and design. For introduction, we will explain to you what is our project. You must be wondering what is pedestrian means. Pedestrian is a person walking rather than traveling in a vehicle, most of them trying to cross the road by themselves. This situation can lead danger and crashes, so many pedestrian crossing was created to protect the pedestrian. But even the government provide this facility, there still has been many road accidents that involves pedestrian. For this mini project, we will create the solution to prevent the accident involves pedestrian happen, which is pedestrian crossing light. With pedestrian crossing light, it can improve road safety and can avoid the accident with pedestrian. Other than that, it can be visible in different weather conditions and at any time in the day. For problem statement, we will explain to you why this project is important to everyone. First, it is important because it can ensure pedestrian safety. People are no longer worried to walk and crossing the street because with pedestrian crossing light, it can protect them from any danger and can save many lives. Second, it can be used for disabled people. They can cross the road by themselves without asking help from anyone. Pedestrian light at some place use button to cross the street. It will be hard for disabled people to do it. With this project, they can cross the road without having to push the button, but only by standing in the area and the color will automatically turn. Next, we will present to you about theoretical. In this part, we will explain each part of the component that we use to create this project and the importance of that part. We use Arduino Uno R3 for this mini project. The Arduino board is printed circuit board which is designed to use for a microcontroller chip as well as other input and output. This component is the brain of this project. As we can see, there are many important parts that have in this Arduino Uno. First, Arduino has a large and light component in the center which is Atmega 324 microcontroller chip. Second, the legs of the Atmega 32X microcontroller chip were connected by the microcontroller socket that referred to as header sockets. It has black sockets that circling the edge of the Arduino board. Then, digital pins can be found in the top of the board. It can send and receive digital signals. Power pins can be used to spread power to input and output when needed. It can be found in the bottom of the board, which is in a row with analog pins. Next, USB socket is used to transfer a program to the microcontroller on the Arduino board, and external power jack is for power. In Arduino Uno R3, it has 4 light emitting diodes, which is labeled L, RL, TX, and ON. This component produces light when electrical currents flow through it. Reset button that have in the Arduino board is to reset the program on the Arduino or stops it immediately when held it down for a time. Next component is light emitting diode or LED. It is a semiconductor light source. It produces light when electrical current flows through it. LED is the component that connects with Arduino and resistor. It gives signal to pedestrian to cross the road. When the LED turns green, it means that the road is safe to cross and the car will stop to give way for pedestrians who want to use the pedestrian crossing. Then, when the LED turns red, it gives signal to pedestrian to wait for car to go through. LED will reflect the yellow light to tell the drivers that they need to stop so that the pedestrian can cross the road safely. The last component is resistor. Resistor is a passive two-terminal electrical component that implements electrical resistance as a circuit element. They are used to set currents that through it and adjust the voltage levels when in series circuit. It can give feedback, pulling up or pulling down floating voltage, gain control and terminating loads. Resistor is important to limit the flow current. If the current overflow, the component like LED or sensor will damage and circuit will overload. In this part, we will explain how to design the pedestrian crossing light using Pro Tools software. The components that used in the design circuit are Arduino Uno R3, 2 red LED, 2 green LED, 1 yellow LED, 5 220 ohm resistor and 5 volt battery. After connected all the components, the schematic circuit diagram is transferred to PCB layout via arrays. In this part, the respective components must be in correct orientation so that their trace will not overlap. The board edge mode is changed to bottom open and the trace style used is T30. Short circuit will occur if any trace is overlapped. After finish connecting it will be by clicking output and choosing fingers, the PCB circuit will react to the stick out. Only bottom open and board edge are selected to the values to show the connection of the wires and the reflection is selected to mirror. Then, PCB layout is transferred to 3D visualizer of the design circuit. The code that needs to use and put in the Arduino Uno is written by using Arduino IDE software. The hex file was created for the code by clicking the sketch and choose Export Compile Binary. The hex file will put into the Arduino Uno so that the circuit will run.
Then I will present about the result part. In result part, we will discuss about the simulations and calculations. This is the simulation circuit for our project. First, the D3 and D5s are lights out. This means that the pedestrian needs to stop and cannot cross the road while the vehicle can go along. Then D3 will flashing and D2 will light up. The yellow LED means that give caution signals to the vehicle to stop. Then D1 and D4 are lights out. This means that the pedestrian can go across the road while the vehicle needs to stop moving. Then the D4 will flashing. Simulations. This is the simulation circuit for measurement voltage at the LED by using the voltmeter, and we get the voltage at the LED is equal to 2.21 volts. Then this is the simulation circuit for measurements power at the LED by using the voltmeter, and we get the power is equal to 24.9 milliwatts. This is the simulation circuit for a single LED. We will measure the power for a single LED by using the voltmeter, and we get the value is equal to 4.43 watts. Power calculations. The voltage supply is equal to 5 volts. LED forward voltage is equal to 2.21 volts, which is from the simulations. By using the formula, we can get the current is equal to 5.17 milliamperes. The power rating consumed by the LED is equal to 11.43 milliwatts, while for the power consumption in resistor is equal to 14.43 milliwatts. Hence, the total power consumption is equal to 25.86 milliwatts. Next is the power comparisons. This is the table for the power comparison between incandescents and the LED. Then this is the graph for the power comparison. The power consumption for single LED in kilowatts per hour is equal to 0.11 kilowatts per hour, while for the power consumption for pedestrian incandescents in kilowatts per hour is equal to 1.44 kilowatts per hour. Next, we will calculate the cost for the power consumption. This is the TMB tariff. The traffic light system is categorized as the tariff B. Hence, we will use the tariff B as our reference to calculate the cost.
The cost for single LED to use per day is equal to 4.785 cents per day. Hence, for a whole month, which is 30 days, we will account about 1.44 ringgit Malaysia. While the cost for pedestrian incandescents to use per day is equal to 62.64 cents per day. Hence, for a whole month, we will account about 18.79 ringgit Malaysia. Next, we will make a conclusions. As a conclusions, the applications of Arduino is very simple and easy to operate. It can make a lot of improvement. It also can reduce and ease human activity. Besides, it can also prevent humans from making a human error, reduce accidents, faster productivity, and improve management. Thank you for watching us.